This fell. Oh my gosh, yay, we're live. I'm Alexandra Harbushka, founder of Life with Herpes, also founder of alexandraharbushka.com. This is annoying, sorry. alexandraharbushka.com, and also the Secret Society Wellness. This is all perfect for, there we go. Hey guys. Hey Rachel. Hi there. I'm good. I'm glad to be back with you all. Today was one of those days. Have you guys had those days where like it just flew by? I was like, oh my gosh, it's like 3:30. This is not working. I had this all set up. It's not working. I looked down, I'm like, oh my gosh, how is it 3:30? How is the day just like gone by? But it did. Okay, let's get going. This is the opportunity to ask the questions you want. Anything you want. It could be about herpes. It can be about being a mommy. It can be about my husband, marriage, travel, cooking, whatever you want. My little boy is absolutely darling. He's taking a nap right now, which is awesome. We always like little boys that nap, right? Okay, so let's get going. Feel free to ask your questions in these groups as well as through the stories. There's also questions in there. I feel like I have to sneeze. No outbreaks, but shedding only. Can I transmit via oral sex? So unfortunately, there is this thing called viral shedding, which means that when the virus is shedding, we are able to transmit herpes. It's unfortunate because we don't know when it's happening. The pro with that is you don't know, so you can't worry about what you don't know. The con is like you don't know, so it could be at any time, right? But yeah, when the virus is shedding, there are some good news about it. The longer you've had it, the less likely you are to shed as often. There are ways to keep it dormant, like taking the antiviral does a really good job at keeping the virus dormant in our system. There's other things like lysine can help with shedding and help with reduce the rate of transmission. So there are some other things that we can do. Yes, you can still transmit it via oral sex, oral, anal, or vaginal. It doesn't really matter how you do it. It can still be transmitted. I have my husband's ashtray. He smokes cigars right here, and it doesn't smell good. Okay. Any types of diet that could help keep outbreaks under control? Yeah, so of course we know, like, eating healthy. I like to say, get rid of the processed, get rid of the sugary foods in your diet. Of course, live life. I don't want you to be resentful and think like, I can't eat this or something like that. I want you to enjoy it. I drink alcohol every single day. It's something that I enjoy doing. Alcohol lowers your immune system, but it's something I enjoy, so I do it, right? But by eating high lysine diet, and lysine is an essential acid. It's amino acid. It's a protein. So by eating high lysine foods, it can help naturally suffocate the virus or put it in a hostile environment. Basically, keep it from replicating. So if you join the Life with Herpes like newsletter, I think it's like 9 pages, could be 12 pages, I don't remember, but it's like the 9 things that you should know when you're diagnosed, or I can't remember I should know what it's called. I can't recall what it's called. With that being said, I have like 4 or 5 pages that I put together of lysine-rich foods. So things to eat just normally as not a prophylactic, but like as a daily regime, things to eat or avoid when you have an outbreak, and things to like always avoid, and when I say always, like alcohol's on it. I drink alcohol every day. Chocolate's on it. I have chocolate every single day. The difference is I don't have I'm not like Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory, right? Like, what was it? Blueberry Violet or whatever, the blueberry girl, like that's not, but I still have it every day because it's important to me. Otherwise I would be resentful and annoyed. Any types of, okay, we already did that one. Why herpes isn't sexual disease since you just can get it without sex? I know. It's been labeled that. HPV also can be transmitted without sex. It's a wart, so it can be transmitted without sex as well, but it's considered an STD. So why is it? I don't know. Just plays into the stigma, I guess. I don't know. I either wish like it was one way or the other. Like we made it an STD and was awareness and stopped the bullying about it, or took away the fact that it's an STD and just be like, hey, everybody gets it, deal with it. I don't know. I don't know the right way. I want to ask a question. If a guy has HSV1 and you have sex with him, would that also, with them, I also have HSV1, would it be HSV2? So like if 1 + 1 = 2? No, so if you both have HSV1, then you both have HSV1. So if you have HSV1 orally and you accidentally transmit it to your partner and that is genital, it's still HSV1. It's just HSV1 genital. So you both getting it, or it stays the same type. It's a good question though. How is it your husband doesn't have it? People ask me that like 5 times a day, every day. We communicate about if I have outbreaks happening, we communicate about that. We've been together for 7 years. Gosh, you know what? I at the end of the day, I don't know, other than, I eat a high lysine diet. I take care of myself. I do get outbreaks. I absolutely do. I'm not going to say that I don't, but I've had it for a long time, so potentially I don't shed very often. But yeah, he does not have it. Hello, I just had my first outbreak about 2 weeks ago. My sores are all healed up and no more fever or aches, but I still feel sore down there, kind of achy and tender. Is this normal? Yeah, it's not a phantom pain. No, it is normal. There was like a lot going on. You could be also your groin or your lymph nodes down there could be inflamed. Also, the virus lives in the nervous system, which means the nerves, right? So it lives along the nerves. So those can still maybe be triggered right now. That could be considered prodrome as well. Like if it feels like a spider maybe walking, or like an itch, those types of feelings, a tingle, or like a hot spot, that could all be the herpes virus, unfortunately, right? Can antiviral meds reduce shedding? Yeah, that was, I guess, part 1 or part 2 of your question. Yeah, they absolutely can. They are FDA proven to do that as well. So it's one of the few things that are proven. And it lowers the transmission rate by 48%. So it lessens the shedding and also lessens the chance of getting an outbreak. So it's probably your best method in preventing transmission to a partner. Can you sue someone for transmission of herpes? This has been a hot topic recently. In the last week, people have asked me that a lot. Yes, you can. It depends on your state. Every state has their own set of rules and legislation. The person has to knowingly give it to you. Like they have to know they have herpes and not disclose. But me personally, I just don't feel that is a good way to go about it. Yeah, you're angry. Yeah, you want to point fingers. Yeah, you want to blame someone. But at the end of the day, does that feel good? Does it? Like, we have to take responsibility for having sex as well, right? Like I take my responsibility for having sex with that guy. So I take that on, is guess what I'm saying. I believe that if you were to go to court, it would be really brutal. They would ask you a lot about your sexual lifestyle, past sexual partners. It'd probably get really invasive and quite, invasive. So personally, I don't know if it's worth it. What do you get out of it? You have to get you have to think really, really long and hard and deep. Like, what is the reason for it? Let's see. I was diagnosed about 2 weeks ago with HSV2, no blisters, but burning, redness, and pain down the leg. Yep, that's very normal. It's my 6th week with my outbreak. I've been on antivirals for 2 weeks. I've been taking lysine. So that's really great. The lysine's going to help almost in a natural way to help keep the virus from replicating. Same with the antiviral. The sooner you get the antiviral in your system, it is proven to help reduce the time you have an outbreak. So that is really good. I would say the next thing you could do is take an Epsom salt bath. We like to use the Secret Society recovery soak. It has The Secret Society Recovery Soak has CBD in it, which helps with inflammation, also helps chill out your body. The Epsom salts help relax your nervous system. It also adds other nutrients like magnesium into your body. And there's other essential oils in there that help combat or soothe or heal the herpes virus. So all really good things. I recommend that. If I'm shedding, can my partner get herpes going down on me? Yeah. Unfortunately, your partner, 70% of transmissions actually occur without an outbreak. So that's just part of it. You said it's your first outbreak, week 2, your sores are gone, but still feel tender and achy down there. I think you asked me that question here as well. Yeah, that is normal. It is frustrating. It does go away. This virus has now moved into your body, and so your body and this virus now need to learn how to cohabitate and live together, for lack of better words. Is not having antibodies for varicella vaccine related to, I don't know what that is. Is not having antibodies, yeah, I don't know if that has anything to do with HSV, and I don't quite understand the question. So maybe a dumb question. Can a cold sore be passed to a pet by kissing? No, our pets don't actually contract our herpes. They have their own type. Dogs have herpes, cats have herpes, whales have herpes, dolphins have herpes. Any living vertebrate out there has herpes. Giraffes have herpes. They all have their own strain or type. So let them keep theirs to them, and we'll keep ours to ours. But yeah, they do have it. So cats get them often. I've heard a lot of people having cats that have herpes. If I have cold sore and bite my nails and accidentally touch my genitals, can it be passed? Yeah, it can. If you already have the antibodies in your system, it's pretty hard to pass it to yourself again. Like, it's not going to happen. But if you don't have the antibodies yet, then you can potentially pass it to your genitals or even pass it to your fingers. It's called herpetic whip blow. So I would just be aware of that. But once you have the antibodies, you should be good to go. How long have you been diagnosed with this virus? I've had HSV1 since 2003, and I've had HSV2 since 2011. How did you disclose to your loved ones and how'd they take it? Well, HSV1 in 2003, it was all over my face. Like, you couldn't miss it. I was really sick too. I had to go into the ER to get an IV. I was so sick. HSV2, 2011, I was absolutely devastated and distraught, and I didn't know what to do. And so I told the people I loved, and yeah, it was hard. It was very hard. I'm not forgetting that one at all. It was a hard conversation to have. Where can you get cheap antivirals? It's expensive even through your primary. I don't know. It depends on your insurance. I do know that some pharmacies will give you coupons if you're like, I'm not insured. They're like, oh, here's a coupon. Costco also has a good or their drugs or their pharmacy is usually a little more affordable. My favorite is using Herb Alert. I don't know. It still requires Herb Alert will help facilitate prescriptions, but it still goes through your insurance or whatever pharmacy you use. So every pharmacy is a little different, but I like to use Herb Alert for being diagnosed or for filling prescriptions. They are a telehealth company that is designed specifically for herpes to do a confidential, quick diagnosis and get you taken care of and get you on the track to getting some medication in your system. So it is really great. All right, guys, I will see you all soon. I hope you're having an awesome day. And one last question. What's the difference between HSV1 and HSV1 genital? HSV1 is all the same, whether it's oral or genital. It's the type of herpes that you have. HSV1 can be oral, can be genital, could basically be anywhere on your body if you gave it the opportunity to go there, but it really does prefer the oral and genital region. Same thing with HSV2, it can be oral or genital. So you could have oral herpes that's HSV2. You could have genital herpes that's HSV1. So that is how that works. All right, my friends, I will see you all soon. Happy Wednesday. I got to jump in the shower. I haven't even showered yet. It's one of those days for me. All right. Also, you also had to go to the hospital for your first outbreak. Your doctor didn't even realize it was herpes. It was all in your thighs. Yeah. It's like, it's awful to your body. It does a lot of awful things at first, but then it's fine. There's good news. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, or there is a rainbow after the storm. All right, thanks, guys. Feel free to reach out with any questions. I'll see you all soon. Bye.